to a nice mat class with doing like some nice reformer exercises, but on the mat. We get to go back into the studio next week and we get to get on those reformers again. So we're going to do a couple of those exercises just to make you so excited to get back on the reformer. Some of these exercises are much easier on the mat, whereas other ones are so much nicer on the reformer because you get so much more feedback from the reformer. Now, what you're going to need today is not a reformer because we're just going to do the mat. So grab your water, Club Pilates water. Again, I'll strategically place this so that it does get knocked over during the workout. Go ahead and grab some light weights. And I really encourage you to do maybe 2 pounds or even 1 pound. So getting too heavy with what we're going to do today probably is not going to be the most comfortable thing. So grab some water bottles or cans, whatever you need to do. Also, grab a chair or a stool. I'm going to use my spine corrector today. You do not have to use the spine corrector. What I'm trying to do is I just want to lift you off the ground just a little bit to get some clearance for your arms. However, you can also do these on the mat as well. But if you have a stool or a chair that allows you to kind of get a little more range of motion with your arms, that would be great. Okay, so as I've been going through my workouts and having to edit these videos of my workouts, I get to look at myself and go, wow, I really need to improve this or I need to improve that. And I notice what I really need to improve, or one of the many things, is my shoulders. So again, taking this from the Pilates method from the 1980 book that was written with the help of Romana, who was one of Pilates' students and proteges. Put your arms straight out to your sides so that your arms form a single straight line with your shoulders. Stretch your fingertips as far out as they will go, reaching simultaneously for the wall at your left and the wall at your right. Stretch farther. Now, without moving any other part of your body, lift your shoulders. Chances are they won't lift much higher than they already are if they rise at all. So I'm trying to lift my shoulders. You can see a little bit of movement, but not a whole lot. The answer this time is not to relax. Keep stretching outward with your fingertips. Think of your head moving up the pole. You are growing taller. Roll your shoulders back and down in a little semicircle. Feel them get lower. Press them down more. Still growing taller, reaching out with your fingers. You should feel a sense of openness in the back of your neck. So you feel an opposition. So like the base of your neck or the base of your skull stretches up while your shoulder blades kind of reach down and away. Learning not to hunch your shoulders is important and valuable. Ultimately, it will produce a relaxation in the back of your neck and in your trapezius muscles, which will let you carry your head higher all day long. It will also noticeably reduce the fatigue that comes from spending the whole day with those muscles constantly tense, as so many of us do without ever knowing it. So if that's you, nice, simple exercise just to get yourself and those shoulders engaged. Is called also engaging the root of the arm. That's a term that I know Crystal likes to use. So you're strengthening the base of the skull away kind of from those shoulder blades. So they want to get away from each other, and then the fingers want to stretch in opposition as well. So we're going to think about this, and especially me, I'm going to think about this as I go through my workout today and see, can I keep that length? Keep the back stretching, but yet keep those shoulder blades reaching down. So not squeezing together, but reaching down, feeling that length. All right, very good. Let's get going. I'm going to grab a little bit of water because I've already talked too much. All right, now laying back on your mat, Begin with a nice deep breath and think about that exercise. So, can you reach the base of your skull away from those shoulder blades and really feel the roots of those arms engaging? Now, pull the navel in, tucking in those ribs. Let the sacrum feel nice and heavy. A lot to do, all these oppositions in the body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhaling. Inhale, lifting the legs into tabletop and then up to 90 degrees. Start with a nice Pilates V and begin to press in and out. Flex as you come down, point as you go up. Flex as you come down, point as you go up. Flex as you come down, point as you go up. Good. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now feet are parallel. We're going to flex those feet and point, trying to keep the legs working together. Remember, you're using those back ribs and that bra strap as opposition. So as the toes reach up, that bra strap pulls down into the mat. And you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those feet a little more than hip distance apart. Turn them out ever so slightly and press down and up. Press down and up. Down and up. Flex those feet. Point those toes. Flex those feet. And actually point the foot even more than the toes. So don't necessarily feel like your toes are stretching so far, or maybe stretching, but don't try to curl them over. Think about working into the sole of the foot for 3, 2, and 1. Now bring those legs together. You can go Pilates V or parallel, whatever's most comfortable for you, and beat. Just bring those heels together. Think about the thighs working. Pull that opposition in, lengthening the toes away and find that opposition. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, settle those legs into a comfortable position. So if you want them straight, keep them nice and straight. If you want a little bend, go ahead and keep them. If you want to go to tabletop, go there. Go into tabletop, pull that navel in, roll those ankles one way, and roll them back the other. Roll them the opposite way again, and roll them. Set those legs down. Now, just stretch that out. Rub out those front hip flexors. That was our footwork. Probably looked pretty familiar. Of course, going up isn't what we'll be doing next week, so you'll be glad to have that bar back again. Now, inhale, lengthen, stretch the neck away from those shoulder blades stretching away from the neck. Relax those shoulders. Pull those legs into tabletop and take it back up. Now, using the abdominals, bring those toes back over towards your head. Now, don't just bump up here. I want you to curl into that belly, scoop, and connect those legs to that work. And this is an abdominal exercise. Squeeze, squeeze. Stretch the fingers the opposite way. Now, if for some reason, and I'm not suggesting this because we are always safe at Club Pilates and never encourage you to do anything that might make you uncomfortable. If for some reason, when those legs come up, they go up and over your head, and then you roll back down. Sometimes that just happens. I'm not suggesting you do it, but if it happens, you're more than welcome to try it. Otherwise, bring that curl up and then roll down. Feel that hammock curl up in that belly, and then roll it back down. Stretch. And if you want to go up and over, and then roll it back down, getting even more of a nice stretch. Good. Stretch that all the way down. Take the hands up, flex the feet, and begin to roll it up. Hammock, hammock, hammock. I've got to relax those shoulders, and I'm going to come all the way up and around. Roll over to your belly. And you can have those legs parallel. You can have them in Pilates B. We all kind of have a natural place that feels more comfortable to us. Put those hands kind of even with your nose on either side. Pull the navel up and in. Stretch the neck, the base of the skull away from those shoulder blades, and lift up and down. Inhale up, lengthening and down. Inhale up, lengthening and down. Inhale up, lengthening and down. Last one, lengthen those shoulder blades away from the base of the neck, stretching, lengthening, and down. Curl up over those knees, pull the navel back off those thighs, and roll back to your back. Grab those weights. So, I've got these nice little, okay, you now have your weights, and you're on your back, pulling the navel up and in, knees are bent. Lengthen the base of the skull away from those shoulders. Pull the navel in, sinking those ribs into the mat, even as you stretch. Now, pull the legs into tabletop. Pull the hands up into a 90 degree. Keep that navel pulled in nice and tight. You're making that hammock with the belly. And inhale. Hold that breath. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Open. Close. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Open. Close. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale and beat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Crisscross. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Exhale. Nice job. Now, bring those legs back up into tabletop. Bring the knuckles to the forehead. Pull that navel in. Stretch the base of the skull away from the shoulder blades away. Curl up, making that hammock with the belly. Take the legs up, circle down, around, and then back up. Up, down, around, hold. Back up, and down, around, hold. Back up. One more, and then we reverse. Press it out. Stretch up and back. Press it out and around and in. Stretch it out and around and in. Last one. Stretch it out and in. Roll it down. Very good. Take the feet out. Flex those feet. Hands go straight up. Keep the shoulders reaching away from that neck. And begin to hammock up. Find that hammock. Curling into that belly. And then up and over. Grab your stool. Grab your stool. Now, again, I'm using the spine corrector. You just want to lift your butt off the ground just a little bit. So whatever will do that. If you have pillows, a little chair, a stool, or if you don't have any of that, you can stay on the mat. Then lifting it up is just going to make this a little bit easier. So You're going to take this out. Now imagine you're sitting on that reformer. I'm going to angle just a little bit. Imagine you're sitting up on that reformer. Your feet are between your shoulder blocks on the headrest, and you've got your loops. So bring those hands out as if you're in a nice hug a tree, and curl back, stretching out of those hips. So no pelvic tilting and just dropping. Stretch the waist and that bra back. Go back as far as you can hold. Hold it right there. Open those arms, facing your palms out. Now curl up and over while the arms go back. If you can lift here, do that, and then circle up and over. Stretch for those toes. Get those shoulder blades back. Curl it back up into that nice hug a tree. Now stretch that belly back, stretching out of those hip flexors. So I feel a nice long hip flexors right now. And stretch it, turn it around, get those shoulder blades back even as you create that hammock. Now reach back. If you can grab those fingers, grab the fingers and stretch up. Let go. Butterfly up and over, pulling the navel in, and then roll it up. Let's do that 2 more times. So, shoulder blades down, stretch, now curl. Hammock, hammock, hammock through that belly. Get those shoulders down and bring it out. Curl up and over. Bring the fingers together and stretch up. And then bring those arms over and curl up. Last one. Stretch, 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 stretch through that belly. Causing that hammock. You're in a nice C curve. Hold that C curve. Curl up and over. Grab those fingers if you have it. And stretch. And then bring it up and over. Full body workout, and you're sitting on your tush the whole time. Feels amazing on that reformer. Can't wait to do it next week. All right, rowing series. Sitting up nice and tall. Bring those elbows 90 degrees in front of those shoulders. Now, get those shoulder blades down. Stretch through the back of the head. We are not going to pelvic tilt. We're not going to curl. We're going to stretch our ponytails back, or the back of the head, back. Press those arms up. Stretch up and over. How much can you stretch? How much can you stretch? Sweep those arms up and around. Now curving over those toes. Curl it back up. Bring those elbows back up again. Now lengthen. Feel stretching out of those hips. My feet are actually lifting up a little bit because I'm not doing this. I'm lifting. I'm stretching. I lengthen those arms up. I now stretch, but keep the shoulder blades down. Keep the neck stretching. Now curl over those thighs, lifting the belly off those thighs and row up and over. Roll it back up. Nice long spine. 2 more right here. Stretch back. Lengthen the back of the neck out of those hips. Take those arms up. Stretch up and over. Curl the belly up off those thighs. Sweep down and around. And bring it up. Last one. Stretch the head back. Lengthen the back as much as you can. Keep those shoulder blades away from that neck. And up and over. Now, C curving up and over those thighs. Sweep it back and around. And then curl it back up. Very good. Now, we're going to stay in this position. Usually, Or next week, when we're back on the reformer, we'll actually turn and face the center of the room now. Legs are out long in front of us. You can open up those feet just a little bit. You can have those feet dorsiflexed or just flexed up. Now, I want you to take those hands up and flip the palms down. We're going to do this palms flip down. Sometimes you can do it with palms up. Sometimes you can do it with palms down. You get a little different work each time. Pull the navel up and in. Stretch the base of the neck away from those shoulder blades. Shoulder blades are reaching down toward those back pockets. Now, lift those arms up. Carefully reach down to tap or come down by the hips. Lift back up and then open. We're not squeezing the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are reaching for those back pockets. The chest is not going to pop. Inhale and reach up, reach down, reach back up and open. Nice wide chest, keeping the back nice and long. Now flip the palms up like we're serving that platter. Serve that platter. Come down. Now it's a little harder to keep those shoulders open. Open them up. Come up and circle down and around. Keep those shoulders open. Keep the collarbones nice and wide, even though there's a tendency to want to put them this way with those palms facing up. Use your control. Stretch up. Stretch down. Come up. And open. Excellent job. Now, let's get that spine stretch with these weights. Take those hands by your hips. Again, if you're sitting on your mat with no elevation, that's perfectly fine. We're going to work through a C curve and then nice long neutral spine. Inhale up. Begin with the chin to the chest. Then begin pulling that bra strap up toward the ceiling while the shoulders stay relaxed. Sweep those hands down toward the toes, keeping the belly off of those thighs. Then take the fingers out. Find that nice long spine. Stretch up and then open. And curl through that back, beginning top to bottom. Get those shoulders relaxed, stretch. Get those shoulders reset, up and around. And stretch. And up. Now, I'm fiddling with my shoulders way too much, so my goal is to think back, not shoulders hunching. Again. Curling up and over, keeping those shoulders relaxed, or even those shoulder blades down into those back pockets would just made my back work so much more. I've got to do one more because that was just amazing. And relaxing or keeping those shoulder blades down. Curl, make the back do the work. Don't think that curling your shoulders up to into your chest or up to your ears is doing any work. Keep those shoulder blades down, keep the head lengthened, and feel that work. Nice job. Take those hands up to a nice hug tree. Pull the navel up, get those shoulder blades back. Open, close, open, close. Now, as I do this, my shoulder blades are not squeezing together. I'm working in my chest and my back. I'm not squeezing the shoulder blades back and forth. I'm still lengthening the base of my skull up as my shoulder blades reach down. I'm trying to lift up out of my hips, and I'm making my chest, my back, and my arms do the work. Bring that down. Now we're going to go to our salute or your shave the head, whichever your shoulders can do or feel like they want to do today. Take those hands up, make that nice diamond, stretch the base of the skull away from the shoulder blades, pull the navel in, Bring that diamond to the forehead and back out. To the forehead, back out. If your shoulders feel nice and flexible today, take it behind the head. The head cannot move, so I can't drop my head in order to get that to happen. My back stays in the exact same position. My shoulder blades, once again, are still reaching for my back pockets. They're not lifting up and down with my arms. We've got 2, and we've got 1, and open it up and around. Very good. Let's go ahead and move your chair or whatever you are using to get this out of your way. And we are going to turn back onto our belly, get into that back work a little bit more. So I'm pulling my navel up and in, and I'm going to take my hands out. I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks on, squeeze that penny between those butt cheeks. And I'm going to sweep those arms back, palms up, and I'm going to lift. 2, 3. Sweep them back here. Inhale, up and around. Press it up. 2, 3. And sweep around. My palms start facing down. They twist as I move back. And then I lift. 2, 1, 2, 3. And back around. Pick the breath pattern that works for you and bring it down. Sit back on those heels. Stretch that back out, pulling the navel off those thighs, but keeping the shoulder blades down toward the butt. Lifting up. Now, we're going to do that Swakati. So, bring your chair or your just your bench nearby. If you'll, for those of you who remember the Swakati, at one point we'll be kind of side bending, and if you just have a little bit of a platform to lean on, that's great. If it's a little high, you'll be able to go down to your elbow. Good. So first of all, set your chair on one side or the other, just to give you some semblance of a side. Your hand that is closest to your platform is going to be doing the work to start. Your knees can be about hip distance apart. If you want more balance challenge, you can squeeze them together. Now, since we're not on the reformer, curl those toes under to give yourself a little bit of support. So curl the toes under. Feel like you're pulling your heels towards your butt in an isometric contraction. You'll feel your butt engage. You'll feel your hamstrings engage. And you've got those legs working. You almost can feel like you can lean back into that, stretching through, feeling an opening in the hip flexors. Pull the navel in. Get those shoulder blades down. Stretch the base of the neck away from those shoulder blades. Take your hand closest to your platform or your base, 90 degrees here, and go up that wall and down, up that wall and down, up that wall and down. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Now, take that hand down, move to the other hand. Take it from your chest here and out and in and out and in. Stretch that elbow, then unfold. Fold and bring it back in. Stretch that elbow and then unfold and then fold it back in. Good. Now let's add a little bit of twist, taking it down across the body and then up. Down across the body and then up. Keep that lower body engaged. Those toes are curled under. Your butt is squeezed. You got that penny. Not making a souvenir, but just engaged. You're pulling that navel in. You're trying to keep those ribs tucked, and your shoulders are reaching away, down and away as the base of your skull reaches up. Good. Now, we're going to scoot away from our base just a little bit. You're going to lean over, finding a nice length. Now, we're side bending, but this side is lengthening as much as this side internally. Flex those feet, squeeze that butt, pull the navel up and in. Take that arm up like you're doing a strong man. Your wrist or your palm is toward your temple, and take it up and down, up and down, up and down. Now there's a tendency to want to arch through the back here, so pull that navel in, squeeze those heels to the butt. Good. Now turn that wrist over, palm is now facing the ceiling. Take it up, sweep that arm down and around, crossing over the body, keeping that nice length, and then back up and bend that elbow. And down and around. And so this is a lot of work for the obliques, but it's also an incredible stretch. You've got that butt squeezed. You've got that corset on. Your shoulder blades are reaching for your back pockets while the base of your skull is reaching away from the rest of your body. Good. And come on up. Bring those hands up. Keep those toes folded. Feel that nice length. Isometric exercise, heel to the butt. Bring those arms up. Tap those hands and down. Pull the navel in. Don't let the back arch. We're not arching the back right now. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. You've got 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent job. Now, you can just switch sides so I don't turn my butt towards you. I'm going to just flip my space over here, flip it over here. I'm going to try to keep my knees together and challenge that balance a little bit more, but feel free to open those knees a little bit more. You may also have just a stronger side. Flex those toes, curling them up under. Use that isometric exercise, pulling the heels back up to that butt, engaging the hamstrings. Pull the navel in, feel that openness through the hip flexors. Navel pulls in, shoulders reach away from the neck. And take this new arm, slide it up the wall and down. Up the wall and down. Nothing through here moves. Nothing through here moves. Make this do the isotonic work while the center of your body does the isometric work. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Take that hand down. Bring a fist to the heart. Knuckles facing in. Make sure you've got that isometric work through the midline of the body. And take that elbow out, open, fold, and bring it back in. Keep those shoulders reaching for those back pockets. Keep the base of the skull reaching up for that ceiling. Now, let's twist, taking it to one hip, up and out. Pull that navel in. As you twist, exhale, inhale to take it out. Good. Nice job. We've got 2 and 1. Good job. Step out just a little bit or shift yourself out so you can lean on to your platform, lifting up through those back, through the both sides, though both obliques. Flex those toes, curling them under. feel that stretch through the hip flexors. Squeeze those butt cheeks just a little bit. Pull the navel in. Shoulders down the back pockets, back of the neck up. Now we're going to start with that strong arm. Palm is facing your temple, and you're going to go up. Try to keep the wrist straight. There's a tendency, and I just saw it, to want to curl that wrist. So keep the wrist long. I'm actually going to stretch it out to a blade so you can see that I'm keeping that long. Now, turn that wrist over, feeling that work. Make sure the midline and the side of the body has an altar. Stretch up and over and twist and then back around. Stretch up and over, twist and back around. Now I'm trying to keep my midline as still as possible. Obviously I've got that twist, but range is not as important as feeling those oppositions. Your center is your stabilization for that moving arm. Good, excellent job. Come on up. Find those fingertips above the head. Keep those shoulder blades down toward those back pockets. Pull that navel in. Squeeze those butt cheeks a little bit. Pull the heels toward that butt. And open and close. Open and close. Notice my shoulders are not coming up and down. The shoulders stay as much in one spot as you can. Stretch the neck away. Pull the shoulder blades in to those back pockets. Pull the navel in. Tighten around that penny. Good, 2 and 1. Nice job. Good. Now, let's go ahead, put this your platform out of the way, and we're going to roll it back in teaser. So, roll back. We'll go ahead and keep those weights. The weights can kind of help us out a little bit. Keep the shoulders, keep the shoulders back. Let's take them, we'll keep them right here for now. Now, bring the knees in, lift the legs up, and find that spot where you know that you're going to have that opposition, and roll it up. Keep those shoulders down and back. Roll back and lift. Making the belly do the work, not curling through the shoulders. And roll it back. Take a second to relax. Good. Now we're going to balance and move the legs. So bring the arms up. Get those shoulder blades down and away from the base of the neck. Pull the knees in, lift up. Find that opposition and curl up. Find that balance and then lift and lower those legs. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Make those shoulder blades reach for the butt. Lift up out of those hips. Curl and roll it back. Now, we're going to start with the arms back and the legs down. Inhale and begin to lift it up. Find that balance and roll it back. Come on up. And roll it back. Come on up. And one more. Roll it up. And stretch back. Excellent job. Drop those weights and bring your knees towards your chest and give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Nice job. Rock side to side. Pull that navel in. Again, get those shoulders down. Boy. Go flex those feet. Stretch those legs out. Feel that belly pulling in to create that hammock. Stretch those shoulder blades down, away from the base of the neck. Take those fingertips up and curl it up. Find that hammock and finish rolling it up. Nice long back. Excellent job. I've got to grab some water, so I encourage you to grab a little bit of water. And grab your platform again. Very good. Okay, so let's get into some bridging. Grab those weights again. And I'm just going to hold them this time so we don't have to worry about taking more time. And you'll have two options for this. So your bridge can be knees bent. So we'll start with that. Take those arms up and over your head. Pull the navel in. And actually, I take that back. I want you to begin. So let's start with bridging. Your feet and your knees can be bent. Your arms are going to start right above you, above your chest with those weights. Pull the navel in. Feel that corset tighten. Inhale and take the weights down as you take the butt up and down and up and down and up and down. Now, for those of you who want to work a little deeper into the back, stretch your legs out and find that nice, have your feet propped up on your chair. You're just lifting. Hold those weights up. Get the base of the skull away from those shoulder blades reaching for the back pockets. Pull the navel in, getting those ribs tucked. And now lift, lengthening through the whole back and then down. Lengthen through the whole back and down. Now, if that's not comfortable for you, just keep those knees bent and lift. Now, in order for you to see this, since I'm in black, I'm going to make this a little bit taller for you so you can see the long body. So taking those weights up, I lift and try to stretch my long back. I'm pulling my navel in. I'm still stretching those shoulder blades back toward my heels, and then I lower and lift up, getting a nice long back work and down. And one more and lower. Very good. Take just a little bit of a break. You can do a figure 4 stretch and then switch to the other side. Nice. Now, one more variation of this exercise that you can choose, you can also do it with the bent knees, is to lift and lower one leg. So, I've got my weights up above me. I'm pulling those shoulder blades down. I'm taking this down and up. I'm going to lift one leg and lower. Lift the other leg and lower. Lift one 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 leg and lower. And then curl it down. Excellent job. Pull those knees in, grabbing under those thighs, and rock side to side. Good. Push that out of the way. Flex those feet. Take the arms up above you. Relax those shoulders, getting them down and away. Curl in. Find that hammock right there. This is the hard part. So don't stretch up this way. Curl, 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 curl. Nice job. Good. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to finish up with a little more back work. Find your, get your platform again. We're going to do a little bit of grasshopper. Now, this one you can do flat on the mat or grab some pillows. So, you're going to find yourself right here. We're gonna bring those legs back and then beat, 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 beat back. Bring it up. Beat, 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 beat back. Bring them up. Beat, 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 beat back. Bring it up. Beat, 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 beat back. Bring it up. Beat, 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 beat back. Bring it up. Beat, 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 beat back. Good. Now, lift up off there. So you are squeezing those hamstrings and then curling and then beating and lengthening through that back. Now take your platform. We're going to do a little bit of that snake and twist, or the mat version of it. So much more fun on the reformer, even though it's death-defying. And so let's move up. Oh, excuse me. All right, so up and find your platform. Again, you're more than welcome to do this without any platform whatsoever. You can use it on the flat mat. So curling down and reach out. Find your nice plank and pull the navel up and in. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Get those shoulder blades down and back. Reach forward and stretch and then lift. Holding the navel up and in, getting that bra strap up and in, and then stretch. And then pull the navel up and in. Get those shoulder blades back. Pull the navel up and in, then curl and lift that bra strap even as the shoulder blades keep reaching. And one more like this. Nice. Let's add a little twist. Down. When you get to the end, twist. Last one here. Now, make this one your best one. Shoulder blades are down, but curl that chest right in between those shoulder blades. Those ribs right in between those shoulder blades. Press it back. Step 1 foot in, 1 foot in. And begin to lift those back ribs up while keeping those shoulder blades reaching away from that neck. Good. A lot to think about for that one. Now, last one for today. It's another one that's a little easier on the mat and super scary on the reformer. But for those of you who like the 1 point or really a level 2, if you're like, hey, let's do this, then we can certainly try it on the reformer too. So what we're going to do is called the star. Now, typically when we're doing these side bends, a lot of times we have the opposite arm to the supporting leg. For the star, I'm on my left hand, you're probably on your right, and my left foot. So same arm, same leg is supporting. Good. Now, get those ribs back, pull the navel up and in, and find your side plank. Your feet are stacked, and then lift and lower the top leg. Good, and bring it down. Flip it to the other side. And again, same arm, same leg, requiring, well, both of them require a lot of balance, whether you use the opposite arm, opposite leg, or same arm. Pull the navel up and in, tuck the ribs, stretch the back of the neck, away from the shoulder blades stretching toward the back pockets. Inhale and lift up, stacking those feet. Find that balance, pulling the navel in, and then lift and lower. This is not my good side. And set it down. Good. Now bringing it back to the other side. You're more than welcome to stay right there and practice it a little bit more. I'm going to add another variation. We will see how well it goes. Some days this works, some days it doesn't. So again, same arm, same leg. Inhale, finding that midline, keeping that midline nice and strong. Take that arm forward and then bring that leg forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Bring it down. Switch it to the other side. Side leg series on steroids. Lengthen up through that body. Stretch the base of the neck away. Inhale up. Find that. Take that arm forward. Take the leg front and back. Front and back. Front and back. Bring it down and around. Good. Excellent job. So, we've gotten some good work today. Grab a little bit of water. And now, let's stretch out. Thankfully, Pilates is stretching as you go. So even though my muscles have worked, I feel nice and flexible. I feel nice and stretched out. Bring those feet either parallel, Pilates feet, whatever's more comfortable for you. Pull those butt cheeks in, getting that penny squeezed. Pull the navel up and in, get those shoulder blades down toward those back pockets, and then stretch the base of that skull away. You want to take the arms out like we started class and find that spot. Good. Feeling the base or the root of those arms engage. Take those arms up and curling up and over, lifting up out of those hips while still keeping shoulder blades down and back. Good. Stretching through the back of the neck and then reverse. Curling it up. Now we're going to do that balance. So you're now in Pilates feet. So if you were in parallel, go ahead and go to Pilates feet. Stretch those arms out. Feel the base or the root of those arms engage. Feel that penny. Spin in the spin between those butt cheeks. Down low. Pull that navel in. Just tighten that corset. And lift. Keeping the heels together as much as you can in the air. And lower. Lift. And then lower. One more lift. And then lower. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I felt a huge difference paying attention today to keeping my shoulder blades down and back. And that's what Pilates is about. We've got so many things that we're working on, and we get stronger in one area of our body, which then allows us to work on another area of our body. So I'm not disappointed that I haven't been keeping my shoulders back as much as I could, but I'm excited about my progress and that I can now use more control and awareness and more precision in my back movement, now knowing that I'm not going to let these shoulders, or I'm going to try. I'm probably going to make some mistakes again, but I'm now going to realize a little more firmly or with a little more awareness that I got to keep these shoulders disconnected from my spine or connected in a new way. Thank you so much. Have a great day.